Hello there. I was just fidgeting around and man, I'm in love with this car. Why? Well, let's find out, and after that, you will also like it. The car is right now in its fourth generation, and since the start, this car is the reason why Honda has established so nicely in the Indian car market. This car can be had in three main variants, namely the petrol automatic, the petrol manual, and the diesel manual. Well, this car is not the newest around the block, nor is it the cheapest in the segment, but despite all of these factors, it sells so nicely that each and everyone looking for this segment tends to buy this car. The City, an already good car, now has the ZX trim added to its lineup. Well, today we will be driving the ZX trim in the diesel manual configuration. The City gets a host of updates including the design and the features while distinctively being true to its roots.
The ZX Trim brings a number of new sought-after features to the Honda's midsizer. The new sharp-edged bumper design and wide honeycomb grille give it a sleek look that reminds you of the latest Honda Civic. The chrome bar atop the grille is now thinner but protrudes more and extends at the sides to meet the all-new LED headlamps and LED DRLs. In fact, the fog lights, the turn indicators on the ORVMs, the rear tail lights, the third brake light, all are LEDs, giving the City a sharp, distinctive look. The top variants also get an all-new 16-inch alloy wheels and with them, wider tires. Both of these do well to improve the City's stance. The first thing that will catch your eye inside the new City is the new Digipad infotainment system. Available in V, VX and ZX trims, the new system is equipped with a 7-inch capacitive touchscreen that has great resolution and is pretty easy to operate. The system also offers new features like Wi-Fi support where you use your smartphone as a hotspot and it will connect to the same. It has mirror link, it has navigation with real-time traffic data, 1.5 GB of onboard storage, 2 USB slots, 2 microSD slots and even an HDMI support. The City's premium quotient has been upped a bit with a greater use of soft touch plastics and chrome trims on and around the dashboard. The City's traditional strengths like the comfortable seats, rear seat space and flat floor remain unchanged.
So here I am driving the new Honda City. The car is still powered by the 1.5 liter petrol and diesel engines which are excellent. The diesel ID.Tech engine produces 100 horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque, which is great for low end punch, and for linear driving it is good as well. The steering feedback is nice, the suspension is comfortable, so for the long highway trips it's great, and for daily city commute, well, the name says City, so it's going to be excellent.
Speaking of the BS6, it is launched for now only with the petrol engine, which is of course the 1.5 liter iVTEC engine that churns out around 119 PS of power and 145 Newton meters of torque. It comes mated to a 5-speed manual or a 7-speed CVT that is equipped with paddle shifters. The claimed mileage for the manual and CVT are 17.4 and 18 kmpl respectively.
As most city owners would like to be chauffeur driven, that's the reason why I'm right now sitting on the rear seats, and as expected, the rear seats are the best and the most comfortable in the segment. The headroom, as you can see, is great. The legroom, as you can see, is excellent, and the seat is also adjusted as per a normal human being would like. There are many storage spaces included here, and from the previous version of the City, the quality has also been improved, which is again a nice thing.
Well, summing up, the City as of right now is in its best form yet, but few months down the line we are now expecting a newer version of the City which will be better, more exciting, and it will surely take things to the next level.